Hey everybody, welcome to my first gameplay review. This gameplay was submitted by Smartan427, and he sent me a pretty good one. He sent me a Regicide gameplay on Haven, and he's got some skills. This is a pretty solid gameplay, but I'm going to help him and you guys find what he could have done even better. And it should be a pretty fun one to watch. He makes some nice plays here. Let's get it started.
Regicide.
Alright, so we open it up here, he spawns on blue ramp, and sees that guy lift blue landing, tries to put a nade on him there, nade makes contact, the second one makes contact, and he's able to start the game off with a nice triple kill right there. But he makes the first questionable play of the game right here by going to pick up that assault rifle. The assault rifle's that's a good swap to trade that out for the Magnum. It's a better weapon, but it's just how dangerous top mid is right now that makes it a questionable play, and the weapon needs reloaded as well. So a little bit dangerous, and he doesn't pay for it from the open ramp guy, but it's the guy coming up behind him that ends up doing him in. It just wasn't safe enough to go for that yet. But he spawns red ramp, tries to clean some of these guys back up, and the guy spawns right behind him on red ramp, and he does a great job of watching his radar, and he reacts to it instantly. Turns around and just gives the guy the business. Now, one thing you'll notice with this gameplay is that Smartan has a very good connection. His shots count very well, and that's going to come into play later on. You'll notice the quality of his connection, while it helps his shots, it works to the detriment of his grenades, because Smartan, one of the things I noticed that you do in your gameplay is you tend to rely on your shooting more than you should. You get away with it this game because the competition in this game isn't that great, but on a worse host or against better people, some of your plays where you really rely on your shot, it's not going to work as well. But it worked pretty good there. You get your shield back, push out top mid, try to get some more of these kills. This guy, he's not aware of where he's getting shot from, so he doesn't break line of sight, and that makes for an easy cleanup right there. This guy pushes you, more good shots on him. Now you got the king back, you get your shield. This guy pushes you low. You had a good idea with the nade. It doesn't end up hitting him, but you had the right idea. And I really like the way you play this. You don't fight him right away. You wait for your shield. That's definitely the right thing to do. Smart play. Playing kind of passive as king, playing the perimeter of the map, making everybody spawn all the way across from you and fight each other to get to you. That's the right way to play king. But then you push bottom mid here when you still probably had action top mid you could have cleaned up. I'm not crazy about this play pushing bottom. But flank this kid, get good crispy 4 on him, and look right there. He spawns right there on closed ramp. And you do a good job of reacting to that right away. I noticed that you check your radar after you get kills, and that's a very good habit. It serves you well here. If this guy would have pushed on you, you'd have had him because you reacted so well. But he goes up, starts fighting that other guy on radar, and you're just a hair too slow to get up here and get the double. If you would have been just a little bit faster at recognizing that they're fighting each other, and then you're kind of sloppy to finish right there. But let's go back and watch this. I just want to highlight the timing that is necessary to steal doubles. So just watch Smartan427's radar and listen for the fight that happens above him, and then just notice the small delay before he runs up the ramp to try to steal. This is what you need to avoid. So just a second or two too slow, and you would have had both kills right there. But he ends up cleaning him up there. Another guy, you got 3/4 overshield, so good challenge. Sees that he has Needler, and he plays it very well. He moves laterally. That's what you want to do against a Needler. It's very hard to hit a target that's moving laterally. So, picks that up, takes his Needler, and I thought that guy was on the same level, but he's not. And Smartan's, he demonstrates he's very good at the Needler, and I'm actually quite jealous of his skills with this. So he's about to demonstrate what he can do here. I love this kill with the Needler right here. I love how he leads it like that. Like, I didn't even know you could lead the Needler like that. I thought the weapon just kind of does what it wants, and it's all dependent on the range that you're at and whether or not they're moving laterally. But I love the way he manipulates those needles to get it to do what he wants it to do. So gets the kill, watches his radar, sees that guy pop up on radar after his kill, and he reacts to it right away. Pushes on him and just gives him the business with the needler at close range, and get good use of the AA to get his shield back and cleans it up. So a really nice series of plays right there by him. So looking top mid for more kills, and he just gets stuck by the guy pushing him from Red Street. Don't feel bad about that death. You were playing really well, and there just wasn't enough time to react to that guy. He was on your radar for like a quarter of a second before he stuck you, and you had that action in front of you to distract you. So there's not really much you could have done to avoid that one. The guy just got a really lucky stick. So here we go, spawning blue ramp. Not crazy about those grenades you threw top mid. They're just real low percentage grenades. I think you may have thought that the guy that lifted was going to run to open ramp, but he didn't. They just weren't very likely to hit. And when you throw them two at a time, you leave yourself without any grenades. So I don't really like the way you do that. I want to see you get more out of your grenades, make them more accurate, and less likely to be able to dodge them. And you'll see that's a trend with your grenades this game. So you see this guy bottom mid, or I'm sorry, under you. React to him on your radar, and he's just not even paying attention to his radar. Kind of a tell of how good the other players in the game are when they're not looking at their radar in that situation. He should have came up that ramp at least ready to fight you. So that's kind of how I know the guys in the game aren't very good. Pick up his assault rifle. It's a good play if you're just trying to win the game. I don't usually do that much anymore because I play for commendations, and I'm very selective about which weapons I want to use. But if you really want to win, that's a great play. And he uses the assault rifle really well right there. He does a good job of zoning the guy. He closes the gap so that his assault rifle does more damage at a closer range. But he doesn't go so far that he allows the guy to melee him. So he zones him perfectly with the assault rifle. And I like that he led with the jump. Throws off the guy's aim to begin with. Kind of puts him in panic mode. I probably would have done the exact same thing in that situation. Really good play right there. Gets his shield. There's the King-tacular. He's able to keep himself alive as king. He gets rewarded. So once you get that advantage, push out and you try to press that advantage. So I like this play. I don't like that you shifted to go bottom mid right there. I definitely would have went for the guy on close ramp. That's safer. The guy on close ramp, if you go for him, you don't get surrounded. But if you go for these guys bottom mid, you kind of put yourself in a hairy situation. And we'll see how this works out here. You're able to clean that guy up. Do a good job of using the stilt to get out of that bad situation. And then you just hammer the trigger on that assault rifle. I don't like that play very much because on a worse connection, like on the connections that I usually play on, that's not going to work. It doesn't get you the kill. If he was doing more damage back to you, you might have ended up losing that fight. You have to burst the assault rifle. Watch those lines in your reticle, and if they start to get wider than the player model that you're aiming at, then you need to let off the trigger for a second to let your bloom go down. You're lucky your connection's so good, because that's not always going to work. Right, so you see these guys coming bottom mid, you put your nades out to try to stop them. They start fighting each other. Now, what I initially think what I would want to do is I see these guys start to fight each other. I'm thinking, okay, I want to run around the corner and steal the double. But you do a good job. You have good awareness of this guy above you on closed ramp. If you were to try to push around this corner and steal the double, that guy on closed ramp has the flank on you and you're dead. But you're very aware of that and disciplined, and you know he's going to try to come for you. So you put kind of sloppy shots, but you end up getting the kill anyways. You keep yourself alive. That regen is pretty risky. I'm kind of surprised you didn't get picked off. Then good work with your assault rifle. You had good mid-fight movements, as you do all game. Well, almost every fight this game. Very good jumping, strafing, crouching, making yourself a hard target to hit while you do heavy damage with your assault rifle, and you're zoning your assault rifle perfectly. Just knowing what you can get away with your shot. That's a good example of knowing your connection strength. You know, when you're when you're 3.5 minutes into the game, you know kind of what you can get away with. If you were lagging more than that last assault rifle fight, you might not have gotten the kill, but good job understanding the kind of hit registration that you're going to have. So this guy's chasing you, you move away from him to get your shield up, and then you get that damage boost, get an easy double there. So real nice job using your advantages, and then this guy, you press your advantage on this guy, you go for him. There's no reason not to go for him. So good job of pressing your advantages when you get them. And now it's back to the BR work here, laying down some heavy shots on him, clean him up, look down on bottom red street, get a nice 2-shot. I hope you're grateful for that kind of hit registration, because not everybody has it, but definitely making the most out of it. So excellent use of that damage boost. I think you got 4 kills with it, at least 4 kills with that damage boost. Good job pressing your health advantage on him, not letting him get away, and then dipping out of that second guy on your radar. You notice that you were almost at half shields, so that was a good play to get away and avoid that fight. Luckily, he doesn't push you, and you're able to kind of sit tight here. This guy pushes you. Good job switching to the assault rifle. That was the right choice, because you can get the kill a lot faster with the assault rifle there than you would the BR or the Needler. So you do a very good job of using the correct weapon. Good use of your regen right there. See, this guy's under you. This guy's pushing you. Another good job of using your radar and finding the threat that is biggest. You always do a good job of reacting to the biggest threat. And like there, you played the guy on the same level as you instead of the guy under you. Unfortunately, your shots just weren't what they needed to be, and you let him control the zoning of that fight. Let's back this up just a little bit. This guy has the assault rifle, and you have the BR, so you want the range to be longer, and he wants the range to be shorter. So you let him kind of dictate the range of this, and that's why he beats you. And combine that with a strafe that wasn't as good as some of the other strafes that you pull out. This guy comes across, there's his assault rifle, and you let him close the distance on you without strafing very well, and that's why you lost. You spawn close ramp, go see if you can clean that guy back up, take advantage of instant respawn, always a good idea. But we got 2 guys, it's kind of a tricky situation here, we got 2 guys on radar, one that's probably going to drop down that bridge, and the other guy's probably going to drop down the lift. But the guy coming from bridge is probably going to get here first, so again, do a good job of knowing which guy's the bigger threat. When you put your nades out, I'm not crazy about your nades here. They're too easy to dodge. You throw them wide out into the middle of the doorway, and yeah, you make contact with the first one, but you just scared him off with it. If you would have waited for him to push you, like watch your radar until he gets closer, and then bank the grenade right off of this wall, keep it nice and low so it settles like right here, he's going to walk right over that grenade, and you're going to have that kill. But when you throw the grenade wide out in the middle of the doorway, it's so easy to dodge it, and you're wasting him. So he backs off after you hit him once, and then this guy comes on you. You do a good job of switching to your assault rifle. You go black screen in the middle of the fight, so that's always a joke. But come back, finish him with the assault rifle. You're definitely very good at knowing when to use the assault rifle. That regen right there, as I'm sure you know, that was definitely a poor regen. You weren't safe enough to use it. You have to get behind cover. My hunch is that you had just come from using thruster pack and you tried to thrust out of there, but you had the wrong armor ability. But yeah, definitely make sure you're safe before you pop that regen. Alright, so you go back there, try to finish the guys that just killed you, get a couple of shots on him. A couple more grenades here. Like, those grenades aren't going to do anything. Those grenades that you throw at a corner when a guy goes behind a corner, like as if he's going to come back out, they rarely come back out over top of those grenades. And if they do, throwing them way over here isn't, I mean, that's going to land right there. He's not going to come around way over here. If you want to hit him with a grenade, try banking it off of this wall so that it lands where he's actually taking cover. These are just, all these grenades are doing is just showing him like, hey, I know where you are. They're just giving him information and they're just really not likely to get a kill. So you move in, try to finish. I like that you switch to the Magnum there because you're expecting the close range fight, but then when he backs off and doesn't commit to the close range fight, you do a good job of recognizing that and switching back to the battle rifle, and then you finish with good shots. All good plays right there. And that closes it up. Overall, very, very nice play. You have a very solid shot, good strafe. You're strong in fights. But the things that I'd like to see you work on are definitely better grenades. You got to get more out of your grenades, and if you continue to use the regen, definitely make sure that you're safe when you use it. But I really like your assault rifle work. You do an excellent job of zoning and putting yourself in the ranges and in the positions where you're going to get the most out of that assault rifle. And you do a good job of knowing which weapon to use in which situations. But yeah, good weapon choice. You did a good job of playing passive as the king and getting those power-ups, giving yourself a chance to get the overshield and the damage boost. And then once you do have the advantage, you did an excellent job of pressing your advantage and getting the most out of it. But in the future, just work on the bursting the AR at longer ranges, because on worse connections, it's not every game's going to be like this. Like, God, I wish every game was like that. Yet your connection in this game is amazing. But so a few things to work on. You're doing a lot of stuff right, and if you fix these little problems, you definitely have some serious potential. You've got some skills. Anyways, thank you for sending me the gameplay. For any other viewers out there, if you want me to review your gameplay, send me a message on Xbox Live or email me. Both my email and my gamer tag are the same, HARD space VVAY. And I will be happy to watch it. Put it up in your file share. Tell me how to find it, and I'll watch it a few times and do one of these for you. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope to talk to you soon.